Billings, hello, Neil Byer here, another edition of the Billings Beat. Thank you so much for joining us. Today I have a special guest, someone I think who is well known in the community, Matt the Painter. Matt, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. To start off, do you mind just giving an introduction about your business?
Yep, so Matt Jansen with Matt the Painter. We've been here in Billings performing residential and commercial repaints for the last 14 years. Just really enjoyed our time and being part of this community. Really enjoy what we do. I'm second generation painting contractor, so I grew up in the trade. I always say the apple never fell off the tree, but have grown over the course of the years, just from working with myself and a helper to now we've got about a team of 10 painters out in the field, and that can kind of vary depending upon the season. Summers tend to be a little bit busier as we've had hailstorms over the past few years, so taking care of those exteriors, and then transitioning inside when the weather turns a little bit cooler as it is right now. So.
And 14 years, and your father was a painter.
Correct.
So did you take over a family business, or how did you yourself personally get into the business?
No, that's a great question. So I originally moved here from, long story short, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin via Missoula. So I was out in Missoula, but I've been down here in Billings since about 2008. And went to college, got my degree because I didn't want to paint, and did corporate America, and then was in a transition where I was burnt out on corporate America, trying to discover what I wanted to do when I grow up, and like everybody goes through that, right? So then I drifted towards painting. There was an opportunity here where I was helping out another painter, and he was getting out of the business, so I took over some of his accounts, and it was supposed to be kind of a temporary Band-Aid. So I discovered what I wanted to do, but it just morphed into a full-time business. And
maybe you did discover what you wanted to do.
Exactly. No, and it's just kind of funny how things work out, because it was the one thing I went to college for, to get the degree. I didn't want to do any of this, but here I am and enjoying it, and it's mine. For the wins and for the losses, it all falls on my shoulders. So.
And I think, I don't want to say necessarily specialized, but I think your business caters to a certain customer. Is that fair to say, or?
Yeah, we're looking for people that take a little bit more pride in their home. The clients that they're looking at it as for an investment into their home, just versus just a transaction. Somebody that has maybe had some experiences in the past with other contractors that maybe haven't been as well. So they're looking for something where they're going to not only get a great job, but just have a great experience with the team and have somebody that they can trust, versus, I always say sometimes when you purchase your first home, you do a lot of the work yourself. Maybe it's not in the cards or in the budget to do it, and then maybe on your second home, or you have a little bit more money stored up, you go out and you hire somebody, and sometimes people will go with the lowest bid, and that's where a lot of the performance issues with quality and the experiences are negative, and you hear those bad stories about contractors that start to happen. So we're looking for those people that have kind of been through that, and they're just looking for, as I said, just that higher quality job, that better experience, and just developing a long-term relationship.
Talk about the experience. I mean, what do you think, Matt the Painter, your business, your company, how do you differ from other painters or those who maybe don't deliver to the level that you do?
I just think it starts with communication. On our aspect is from behind the scenes, how we communicate with our team, who we hire too as well, because we're running multiple crews and going all over, starting new projects. So I obviously can't be on site everywhere. So we've got to be communicating with the team very well, taking care of them. So if we do that, then they in turn are going to take care of our clients and our customers, and it speaks in volume. If I can take care of them, they're going to take care of you, and it's just been a blessing that way for myself as well as for our team members and our clients.
And I think you, like me, you have one of the pillars of your business, I think, is community. Right, and trying to provide value outside of your business to the community. Maybe talk a little bit more about that, maybe the different things you do within the community to try to provide value or help or assist.
Yep, so we do a couple of things. One of the big things that we're doing right now is our Paint It Forward which is a give back to somebody in the community that has maybe gone through a hard time, whether they lost a loved one, cancer, maybe it's a veteran, or maybe it's an organization, and we basically paint it forward, where we seek nominations from the community for people that have gone through, that experience this hardship, and we give away a free interior paint job of about $3,000 in value. So we get all these nominations, and then we submit those to our team. They vote on them, and then we pick a winner. And actually tomorrow we're going out to surprise our selection for this year. And it's one of the funnest projects that we do all year because we get to surprise them, kind of publisher clearinghouse out with a big check. And
Is that how you do it with the check?
Yeah, when we do it with the check, we kind of make a scene out of it, but it's fun.
You should just show up with a paintbrush, just like rush the house and go to work.
There's a good idea. So maybe next year. But it's fun, and the team enjoys it. We meet some amazing people and give them just a transformation. And it's just so exciting to see the gratitude that they have, and just the smiles, and you make new friends, and that's just one of the biggest things that we look forward to all years, our Paint It Forward. And then in the spring it's our YES program, so it's a Young Entrepreneur Scholarship. And what that is we have students basically from the ages of 8 to 20 that if they have a business idea, they're entrepreneurial, whether it's a lemonade stand, cutting grass, maybe they're going off to college to become a mechanic or a welder in one of the trade schools, sticker businesses, all sorts of things under the gamut. And they'll put together kind of a mini business plan and present it to us, kind of, I say the analogy is kind of like Shark Tank, but we're a lot friendlier. And then we have some of the painters, myself, and sometimes other people from the community will come in and we'll judge, and we'll look at all the different people, and we'll give away some money so that they can take that money and put it towards starting their business or taking their business to the next level. So we kick that off and do that every spring, and it's a blast, and to see the kids and their passion, their excitement for their businesses and how they sell themselves and what their ideas are. And especially too, it's we get a lot of joy out of it too, because a lot of times that our youth, people look at them and think of a different thing. They're not
they're not driven, they're not motivated.
Yeah, they're not like what they were when in our age.
Right.
So, but there's.
But that's what my grandfather and my dad told me when I was, I think it's generational. Yeah.
So, but there's some amazing kids out there doing some great things, and it's just fun to see it, and it's so inspiring to know that we're going to be in good hands, and eventually too, hey, someday we might be working for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So YES is another program that we do, and then we're involved with Habitat for Humanity. So they are building 3 homes a year, so we'll go and paint those homes for them for free. So the Habitat, they donate the paint, we come in there and donate the labor. So those are kind of our 3 big things that we get involved with and do. And then we just try to get involved with other community events too, where myself and one of my other team members are involved in Rotary. So just looking for other opportunities to get involved with the community, to give back, and just make those connections.
Well, thank you for the tutorial information about your business, getting to
Yes.
know more about you, and the phenomenal community things that you do. I think that's outstanding, a lot of fun. And I think any time that you can provide a value to the community, I mean, it's so beneficial to them, but selfishly, it also brings so much joy to you, I imagine, as well.
Yes,
so.
no, that's the big part, right? We get a lot of joy out of giving back. So it's one of those things you think that, like, geez, you're giving back and you're helping all these people, but we get so much more in return.
Absolutely.
So
thank you so much, Matt.
yes, thank you, Neil.
Thank you, Billings. Until next time, we'll see you. Cheers, Billings Beat.